Pinocchio has plagued our world since 1883. Of course, back then it was just an Italian novel, but it was quickly adapted to a feature film in 1936, which was never released, but the footage is still out there, and I can confirm it is creepy as hell. Shortly after, in 1940, Disney came along and adapted the story, making Pinocchio their second oldest feature-length film in their entire catalog, and acted in a way as a catalyst to the Pinocchio phenomenon. Since 1940, there have been close to 19 or more adaptations of the wooden puppet who just wanted to be a real boy.
It's enough!
Pinocchio adaptations.
There was a Pinocchio series, there was an anime Pinocchio called Piccolino no Boken, a strange animated sequel in 1987 called Pinocchio and the Emperor of the Night. There was a creepy live-action 1999 Pinocchio, there was a creepy live-action 2002 Pinocchio. There was a creepy live-action 2008 Pinocchio, and there was a creepy live-action 2019 Pinocchio. There was a Korean Pinocchio TV series, there was an animated film in 2012, and of course, we can never forget...
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see. You are...
Which leads us full circle to where it all began, back to Disney. The most recent live-action remake in a long line of less than stellar remakes, Pinocchio somehow finds a way to lower the bar even further. So what does this version of Pinocchio offer that the original version, or any version for that matter, did not? The short answer is next to nothing. Not performance-wise, and certainly not visually. As for the performances, let's just say Tom Hanks is certainly having himself a year of distractingly bad performances. First as the Colonel in Elvis, and now as Geppetto in Pinocchio. Neither charming nor endearing, but instead a bumbling goofball with a terrible wig. The supporting cast is fine. If there's any silver lining in this abysmal corporate thing, it's Cynthia Erivo, whose angelic cover of Wish Upon a Star is the highlight of the entire movie. But what's sad is that Pinocchio has notoriously always been known as this inherently scary and creepy story. Even in the original 1940s Disney film, the infamous donkey transformation scene is commonly cited as one of Disney's more unintentionally scary moments. But this Pinocchio seemingly opts out of the creepy aesthetic and instead goes for a more dull and lifeless look. A bold move that unsurprisingly doesn't work out. The animation, while not terrible per se, doesn't add any nuance to the film and ultimately begs the question, why does this film exist if it serves no real purpose? Often the default answer is, well, it's for children. But in the case of Pinocchio, and arguably every Disney live-action remake past and future, this argument doesn't work when the original films are so easily accessible. Pinocchio exists not for artistic or practical reasons, but simply because it can, and Disney knows it'll be blindly consumed. Now, this is not to say that live-action remakes, or remakes in general, can't be good or don't have merit, because there are plenty that are good and plenty that have merit. But when the remake lacks purpose or vision, the result is a soulless corporate project existing only for the sake of greed. So all in all, Pinocchio isn't worth your time. Nothing about the story demands your attention, and if for some reason you have this hankering for some Pinocchio, well, the original is 15 minutes shorter and also on Disney+. But also, there's an abundance of Pinocchio movies and shows that offer more entertainment than this movie ever could. I personally recommend Pinocchio 3000 for some good laughs. It's a futuristic take on Pinocchio where Whoopi Goldberg plays the fairy godmother. And yeah, it does feel like a fever dream. Oh, and what does this mean for the Netflix Guillermo del Toro version releasing in December? Well, based on the trailer and based on del Toro's past work, it appears that movie has at least a heart, but I guess we won't know more until December.